we now have director and star cast of feature film Alpha Adimai, we just saw. So I welcome all of you, Jinovi, Pradeep, Rajvi, to our platform. And I congratulate all of you for making such interesting film in your first attempt. It's very interesting. It keeps us bounded throughout the film. Jinovi, I wanted to ask you, being a mechanical engineer, a successful career, what prompted you to get into filmmaking? Jinovi.
Yeah, looks like his audio is not he's not able to hear you.
So I ask you, Rajvi and Pratik. First, I asked you, Pratik, when Jinovi approached you with this concept, what was your first reaction, and how you got into? What was the preparation you made and challenges you faced for approaching this film towards for making this film?
So yeah, when Jinovi came with the script, we looked at it and it was quite interesting at the first touch. When we decided, this could be a good feature film. The only constraint was like we being all independent filmmakers and with the budget constraints and the right faces for the movie and the right contacts for the getting all the infrastructures and other things in place to get this movie ongoing, right? So those were the type of challenges, and like we were looking at like, okay, let's put our hands in first and see like where it leads us to. Like instead of just talking like let's say how much it's going to cost and let's see who's going to be casted here or who's going to produce this fully in a better way. We thought like let's first dip our hands there and see like how it goes. And the moment we started, it kept on going. Like we were not able to stop from there. We just kept on going until till we reached the end, and that's where we are now.
Was it difficult to raise funding for such a film for a first-time filmmaker? His debut film, being his debut film, was it difficult to raise funding for this?
Yes, I think this movie is all mostly a crowd-funded movie, right? So, like a couple of friends and we pitched in some amount, and then we made this movie. But it was really difficult in terms of getting the funding, as you know, right? Like in a movie, in order to get into a big budget or anything, right, you need to have star faces, right? And you need to have a badge over your shoulder that you have already taken a credible movie already, right?
Yes.
But without those badges and without those faces, the only way you can enter is if you are having tons and tons of money at your bank. But obviously, we all are not from that background. So we definitely faced a lot of challenges. And I know, like from Jinovi's point of view, and we almost like everyone contributed like whatever they can, and it was such a I would say like it's all a friends gathering where we said like, okay, a team of people who had the same spirit and the same mindset thought would join together and contribute, and let's make a movie which will prove to the world that even with the budget we had, with the faces we had, we would be able to make a movie which is of the top-notch quality that is being shown with the high-budgeted movies, right? So that's what we wanted to prove to the world with this one, and that's where we are. And Rafi, do you want to add any more?
Yes, we thought that this would be the entry ticket for us because we wanted to prove that we were able to make films. And then this is actually a prequel to the original script Jinovi had. So Jinovi had a feature script which had which is again a good thriller. But for making that, we thought we should have a proof that we'll be able to make that. We needed a higher budget for that. So we wrote a prequel for that, so that this would be a backstory for the antagonist who's going to come in the final feature. So that will be the climax of the trilogy. And then we wrote a prequel for the antagonist. We wrote a prequel for the protagonist. So third part will be the original script that Genovese wrote for the first time. So we went by that. And then when this prequel script came in, it looked very interesting for us to make, because it showed a growth of a small guy who can actually beat all odds. Just that he had to get a chance. So like how we are currently, we want a chance. Once we get a chance, we knew we could break in. So similarly, that the character in that movie also needs a chance, and he gets a chance and he makes use of it. So that line kind of stuck when we wrote that. So we just continue with that.
Do you want to make a sequel of this film? You have a story to get a sequel?
Yeah, so it's a trilogy basically. So the third part would be the actual events which happened, say 8 to 10 years after what we showed in the first movie. In the actual story, you will have a protagonist who's an equal and opposite force for the character Conan that we introduced in Alpha Academy. So that protagonist will also have a backstory, right? So that will be the second part of this movie, where we'll introduce the good guy who has his own priorities, and what is his growth and what are his ambitions and stuff. And then at a point of time when these two meet, that will be the trilogy's climax, which will be more interesting, because these are very great equal and opposite forces. You could actually consider this kind of a angels and demons kind of a thing. So you have an angel, you have a demon. When they meet, and also you will have normal people. So, or how will normal people react to such a scenario? That kind of a trilogy would be the core of this subject.
It's a very well thought of plan, like as you are mentioning, being a first time filmmaker and still developing it as a professional, as a seasoned professional. Because when you plan a sequel and trilogy, as you are mentioning, it will create a franchise for you. The film will itself become a franchise. Second season, second part will be much bigger. Third part will be much bigger.
Yes.
You will create a brand for your own film itself.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
actually, what happened is that if you see all the first-time filmmakers who were cracked the industry right from the scratch, they would have made a sequels, trilogy kind of thing. You know, Robert Rodriguez and Francois Truffaut. We have basically adapted that idea. Even our Satyajit Ray has made it Appu trilogy, right?
Right.
So so that way we thought like, okay, we'll have to establish our team first, since we are making it on a crowdfunding basis. So we like to make consecutive films on a same brand. The trilogy will give a meaning of it, will give a true meaning for it. So we chose it basically. But though we have started from the intended feature, this prequel, you see just now our Alpha Academy, though we have got very lesser budget comparing with this industry films budget, just it is very low. But we didn't initially want to make this movie for the sake of making it under 20 lakhs or whatever. So what we adapted is we took the idea, so we made it very simpler. You can see it, the line is very simpler, and we have revealed it, most of it in the log line itself. But we want to give a greater narrative style. So what we thought is the industry touch, because this genre is very much commercial, but narrated in an unconventional way. So what we thought is, we'll go with 70% of industrial commercial point of view, but 30% will make it like our own, like dogma style, right? Kind of grains and using the practical lights available, light leaks, misfocus, soft focus, that kind of presentation. Because this story is having a nativity. This dogma style will give the originality to the nativity. So we didn't make it for the sake of making it under 20 lakhs. We wanted to make a justification for this movie. So in this style itself, we have made a lot of changes. The pre-production was very strong, very thorough. and all these producers and script consultants and rehearsals, that was very serious, taken very serious, and it was made all the way like whatever the feature film is being made.
Yes.
Actually,
It's a very smart move. So, what was the total budget now, as you have already indicated? So, what was the total budget?
So it cost around 18.
It was something around, you can say around 18, 18 to 20 around. That's what it costed altogether. And if you look at it, like most of the people here didn't work at any salary basis. Like most of them work for free. It's on a pro bono basis, right? And the major cost was mainly on the logistics and getting the people onto the right place, and the equipments and the equipment rentals. That's what was the major cost. Again, as I said, right, like the major thing that another thing which wanted to prove is that even with such a low cost, and we would be able to produce a movie with a good standard that is equivalent to the feature film, or equal or more than what the industry is offering now.
Absolutely, it's an amazing film, very beautiful film, engaging film. Throughout the film, we kept, even if I couldn't understand the language, but I could understand the story. I was engaged throughout the film, with the film. What was the production duration? How many days it was shot?
actually it was shot for 12 days, 10 days in a single schedule, and 12 nights, yes. And 10 nights in a single schedule, and another 2 nights we have taken for patchworks. So altogether 12 nights, we can say.
Jinovi, I wanted to ask you, which I asked earlier, being a mechanical engineer, a successful corporate career, what prompted you to get into filmmaking? Because it's a very risky field.
Actually, this thing happened suddenly. This struck very suddenly to me. I didn't actually ambitious for filmmaking and all. Actually, when I was doing this mechanical works, I was into a petrol refinery, and then I came into power sector. At that time, what I was really interested in is in acting. One of my friends of friends, Mr. Dinesh Kumar, he was making short films, and he invited me for a small role. So I just took part in it. Then I got interested in it slowly. I just wanted to become an actor. Then I understood that the acting scope is not very much good for us. Then I went on doing the script writing, because I was interested very much in writing. So I did script writing. Then I started writing my own scripts, but nobody was interested in making the stories. Nobody wanted to direct the stories, actually, because that was felt very simpler and complicated for them. So what I thought is, okay, let's make our own film. Let's make it possible with us, our own efforts. So I learned direction for 2 years on my own, and there is another documentary filmmaker. I was with them. So I learned it slowly, step by step, and finally we ended up meeting with Razvi and Pradeep and our lead actor Ishwar. We were traveling for last 3 years together with an ambitious. It is an ambitious project in one way, but not an intended project. That's what we want to say. However,
yes, I see Mr. Kruti also joining us. So, Mr. Kruti, please tell us about your experience when Jinovi approached you, and then how you took up the role project.
Okay, this might sound similar to what Jinovi said. I came in for writing and directing movies, and I started working. I worked in two pilot films and one short film. The team started. When people come together, something comes out of that, right? They started, pointing me towards acting. I started with that, and Jinovi was more confident in me than me myself. So after a point of time, I was okay, and I started believing him because it's his script, so he knows what he wants. So that's how I have to go. I just let go, and after I started traveling with him, I just started learning. It's too early to say what my experience was. It's a learning, very good. Uh, I'm exploring it, and it's a good, very, very good experience, pleasant experience.
Yes, of course. Everyone has worked very well. I mean, professional. You all have worked professionally. Look very professional with the film. Uh, I wanted to ask Rajvi Paratip, what is your plan for its release? Are you planning trying to release it theatrically in Tamil Nadu or anywhere?
Given the current situation, I think a theatrical release is out of scope for at least next 6 to 8 months. So
Right.
mostly we are trying to see if we can get into any of the OTT platforms that are already available, Netflix, Amazon, or any of the ones that are available in India. So that's what would be our next step.
Yeah, that will be good if you get this film into some OTT platform. That will be very good beginning. And right now, all the films, even major films, are releasing through OTT only. So,
Yes.
Yeah.
And we also started work on the sequel of it. So we are
Okay.
doing pre-production for that. Since we have a lot of time now, we are at home, so we have started doing a lot of pre-production stuff for the second film. So the bound is ready. Now we are talking about script discussion, scene wise is happening parallel, so that when this all gets over, we'll be at a great position to actually go ahead for the second shoot. That's the plan actually.
when did you plan to do you plan to start shooting sequel? Do you have any timeline for that?
Yes, by 2021 we should be able to do that. So the plan is that only.
Okay.
Provided this pandemic gets over and we get our logistics right. So that's the plan.
I have
Right
a
now we are
few,
getting ready.
yes, I have a few audience reaction which I'll read out. Vic writes, nice engaging movie. Another audience writes, Paramesh, Alpha Adimai, very nice movie with wonderful script and screenplay. Keep going. Another viewer writes, Vignesh, interesting screenplay. So you are getting very good reactions from people. Your film is it will be received well because it's engaging thriller. It has a thrill element. So it will be taken very well. We hope. And anything else you want to add in the as a concluding remark, all of you?
Actually, it is we'd like to personally thank you for this thing. Just we want to thank you because as the IVIFF director and festival committee and the jury for selecting our movie, it's a big day for us because officially our movies is premiering, right? So we have made this movie with our own budget, with our own ideas, all these things together. But we want to validate this movie with somewhere else, those who don't know our language, those who don't know our culture. So that's why we wanted to send it to festivals, so that if it is selected or if it is officially screened, we want to take it as a token of acknowledgement that it has been understood, it has been conveyed. So this was happened here, and we are very much happy about that. We are glad, and this is a grand recognition for our newbie like this, just new talents like this.
So, Genevieve, festivals are there to support such films. You have created very beautiful work, and festivals are there. Any festival, it's their responsibility to support such creative works, which won't get attention otherwise because of the lacking of the resources and funds.
Yes.
So I thank you all for joining us, and I hope you create both the sequel in trilogy, and will screen your sequels also next year whenever it's ready in our festival, and you take this film to other festivals also. And I hope it get in through any major OTT platform so that it will be a very startup pitch for your film.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Harsh.
Okay,
Thank you. Thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.